The Arc is an important product for Sonos because it's actually doing a couple things. First, it is effectively retiring two previous products. We have the 2013 Playbar soundbar, and then we have the 2017 Playbase, which was that flat speaker that Sonos came out with. And it's also the first Sonos device to support Dolby Atmos. Now, why is Atmos important? Well, it's a surround sound format that Dolby has that utilizes some of the technology in compatible speakers to give you a surround effect, even though it's coming from one direction. So in this case, because the Arc has 11 drivers inside, 2 of them are upward firing. So what'll happen is the sound will go up to the ceiling, bounce off there, and then kind of cascade over you where you're watching. It's a really, really cool effect, and it works. Now, not every piece of content supports it, not every TV has it, and not every set-top or streaming box has it either. So you do need to have the support along the chain in order to get there. Do your research and you'll find out exactly what TVs or even set-top boxes like the NVIDIA Shield, for example, that would support it. When you have that in place and the content is encoded in it, like it is on maybe on Netflix, because Netflix does have some content in Atmos, then you're good to go and you can enjoy it. Now, if you don't have Atmos, you can still get Dolby Digital Plus and some of the other Dolby surround settings as well, so that you're still getting great sound. And of course, the Arc does sound great, so that's not even an issue here. This is a fantastic product. It's a $1,000 soundbar, so you're gonna expect something good from a $1,000 soundbar, and you're gonna get it with this. This is a huge upgrade, especially from TV speakers, which are notoriously bad. So this would be a huge upgrade from that. And even the Sonos Beam, which is still an excellent product, that's the one that Sonos launched in 2018 and is a considerably smaller, shorter soundbar. It is a big upgrade from that too. The Beam is fantastic, but if you're looking for a more dynamic sound and something that's gonna spread out a little bit more, the Arc can definitely deliver there. When it didn't really matter to me really what I was listening to. I mean, whether I was watching a show or movie or I was listening to music, it performed really, really well. And it's easy to set up. Just plug it into the HDMI ARC port on your TV and you're pretty much good to go. If you do have an AV receiver, bear in mind that there's no HDMI input here. So you'll have to kind of figure something out where you'll probably have to put that into the TV's ARC port and then use the optical the Toslink optical adapter that comes in the box with the Arc to connect it that way. So you connect it to the TV there, and then you connect to the HDMI port on the Arc. I know it probably sounds confusing the way I'm explaining it, but it can be done. Bear in mind though that if you do go with the adapter, you don't get Atmos. Atmos will only work with a direct HDMI connection, so bear that in mind. The Arc will work just like any other Sonos product will. So if you already have a speaker or two, you can add it to the ecosystem and you're good to go there. They have sort of moved away from what they're now calling the Sonos S1 app to what is now the S2. It's just called Sonos though. When you look it up on iOS or Android, you'll find it just as Sonos. And it's basically the second generation app. There's not a huge difference with the app. It's a little bit better. The layout is a little bit cleaner, I guess, but the features and the compatibility and just what you have access to has not really changed, with the exception of Sonos Radio, which was launched recently. But other than that, I mean, this is an excellent product. I highly recommend you also consider whether you do it right away or you do it later to pair it with a couple of Sonos Ones or even the IKEA Symphonic speakers as your left and right rear channels so that you can truly get a surround sound effect. I've done it. I've been doing it for a while. It's fantastic and I love it. Of course, if you're going to add those components, it raises the price. If you were to add the 2 speakers, plus on top of that, you got the Sonos sub, you're looking at over $2,000. So it is a bit of a, it is a bit of an investment. Yes, it is expensive at $1,000, but it is worth the price based on just the performance it has and certainly the support it's going to get from Sonos with further updates. And that's my review of the Sonos Arc for GetConnected. Thanks for watching.